So I'm sitting here right now before the CPI report, just kind of waiting to see what the direction for the day is going to head towards. And hopefully it's a positive sign. Shiba Inu has been recovering very well over the last few days. And what we just saw was massive long positions taken out in anticipation of a good report ahead. So we'll see if that's the way that the day is going to go. But something else has been on the rise for Shiba Inu that we need to have a discussion about, because this is very important for these next steps. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So yes, Shiba Inu again starting off on another green day right now, up about 2% on our daily candle after closing yesterday's candle, up 4.77%. Shib did a very good job of planting its foot in the ground here and trying to work its way back to the upside. Again, potential double bottom here in terms of Shiba Inu, came very close to those prices that we experienced all the way back in August. So I'd love to see Shib get back in trend here and start trying to work its way back to the upside. And again, if we do get a good CPI report, if the market digests this data well, we could start to see some of those steps forward. I'm not ready to say that that's going to happen quite yet, right? It's going to be a very volatile day like we talked about yesterday. But what's interesting is that, Ethereum is trying to do the same thing, trying to get back within trend. And I'll talk about this a little more later on here. But I don't think that ETH is going to be a loser. I think that ETH is getting ready for a big move, and I'll show you guys exactly why here. Now, the thing that has been on the rise for Shiba Inu for a little while, and specifically over the last several days here, is Shiba Inu's social mentions. It actually spiked by over 4,000. So social mentions actually soared by 4,110, reaching a total of 9,820 over the past 24 hours. Despite the significant feat, Shiba Inu is still ranked behind other top tokens such as Trump, Pepe, and Doge, which social mentions rose to 11,580, 14,590, and 22,770 in the same time frame, respectively. Shib outperformed other assets such as Please, Bonk, Giga, and Fartcoin. Please just had a massive, incredible surge to the upside. If I'm not mistaken, I saw a lot of people posting about it. But what you're starting to see is a lot higher optics, again, in terms of Shiba Inu, a lot higher discussions. And why these are, in fact, so important is these tend to precede moves. The biggest thing you need for moves to the upside is optics, right? Shib optics have been very high for a long period of time, but meme coins as of late have just been very quiet in general, like we've talked about, right? The sentiment in the market just hasn't really been conducive for pumps from meme assets. Now, luckily, Shiba Inu has shown a lot of resilience during these times. It still remains in the top 20. Right now, it's ranked number 17, number 15 overall, if you don't count stable coins like me, and surging back up to $300 million in daily trading volume. This is good activity and a good foundation for this next leg in terms of Shib. And actually, what they also found interesting was social sentiment across other key metrics like engagement has also soared. According to data from Lunacrush, Shib's social engagement has increased by 95,170, bringing it to a total daily of 1.27 million. This rose the Galaxy score to a score of 44 with an altcoin rank of 57 out of 5,878 assets. So Shib is in fact ascending right now in terms of sentiment. It's ascending in terms of optics. These are incredibly important. Now, again, the biggest thing that Shiba Inu needs is Ethereum to start making moves. We need ETH to start showing some strength. That's been part of the problem, is ETH has just been such crap and sentiment has been such garbage surrounding it, it's hard for ERC20s or altcoins in general to make up some significant ground. Now, what I will say is that you need to ask yourself this question: are the big players going to let themselves lose? And the answer is no, they won't. All right. So, for example, Trump-backed World Liberty Financial's portfolio is down by $110 million for its investment of 9 cryptocurrencies worth $336 million. And this is from Arkham. ETH represents 65% of the total loss. Do you think that they're going to allow themselves to take a 65% bath on Ethereum? And the answer is no, right? This is why they continue to accumulate more. This is why they continue to buy the dip. And this is why it's important to pay attention to what big money is doing. And big money has been accumulating. They've been building their bags. They've been scraping up all the dips they can while retail has been freaking out. And this isn't an uncommon thing. This is a very consistent occurrence every time we go through one of these major dips, major retracements. And, maybe talk about Shiba Inu whales more in a different video here. I'm still kind of finding my way for the day, but, Shib is doing nothing different than it's done before, right? Nice surge, good consolidation period, trying to find a nice foundation for the future. And the thing we keep talking about is fundamentals, removal of liquidity to the upside, right? There's a lot of things that are kind of prepping Shib for this big move. And yes, it's a process. Yes, it sucks. And yes, people will try to sit and dog me. And I really don't care because guess what? I'm a long term thinker. I've always been about the long term when it comes to Shiba Inu. And that's why, despite, YouTube videos on the drop, despite, YouTube people talking about Shiba Inu, despite viewership on the drop, it doesn't really matter to me, right? There are tons of other assets I could be talking about, getting a bunch of traffic. But the reason I keep talking about Shiba Inu is it has huge potential for the future. The fundamentals continue to be good. Just for context, guys, I bought my biggest portion of Shiba Inu down in these ranges. I am heavily in profit right now. I could easily just take my profit and run and still have made, a considerable amount of money. But I understand that the potential is way higher than these ranges we've reached so far in this market cycle. And really all we just need is a sentiment boost. We need sentiment to return across the crypto market. And whether that's today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, whenever that may be, there is a huge opportunity for Shiba Inu to again start surging towards the top ranks, to get back inside the top 10, to flip Doge, to become one of the best appreciating assets in the top 20 in this market cycle, like we've been talking about. But again, it takes time. It takes patience, right? The reason why most people don't make it in the crypto market is because they can't be patient. They can't wait through these dips. They can't wait through the times that suck. But these are the most rewarding times in the market. So I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.